So, we're talking about drive and being self-motivated, and I promised you coming into the segment I would share with you a concept called finders, minders, and grinders. And finders, minders, and grinders is an entrepreneurial concept that talks about three, and I'm going to keep it real simple for the show today. It talks about three levels of business. The finders, these are the entrepreneurs themselves. These are the people who have the vision, they have the drive, they have the passion. They're doing, they can't wait to get to the next activity. They're doing everything they need to do to
work that front end.
Work that front end to make the business grow. Now, I'm going to leave the minders for last. Now, the bottom tier, grinders, and they're not bottom tier people. I don't mean to give that impression, but the bottom of the tier, finders, minders, grinders, the grinders are kind of like your people who are working multiple shifts, the industrial, the manufacturing, the people who are just kind of doing that day-to-day work.
Grinding it out.
And those people, one of the key concepts in finders, minders, and grinders is grinders could care less about vision. They're just doing their job. They come to work every day. They know what they need to do. You start asking them what's going to happen tomorrow, next week, next month. They don't care.
Right.
Just tell me what I need to do, and I'll do it.
The classic is the salesman who says, you want me to stop making money to fill out your paperwork?
Exactly. And that's a good example of a grinding responsibility, a grinder responsibility. So it's this middle tier that's interesting, the minders. The minders are often lumped in a category of CFOs or accountants, and the term minder comes from minding the store, right? And here's what's interesting about the minders. So watch the difference between the three. Finders are always thinking forward. They're not getting caught in the past. They're always thinking, what's next? How can we do more? The grinders, all they care about is that day, the exact present moment.
What are my numbers?
Well, no. So the grinders, what are my responsibilities? Tell me what I need to do. I'll do it. I don't care about anything else but what I have to do today. And the minders are the ones that care about the past. The minders are the one that are looking at the numbers, looking at the results, the metrics, the goals, the KPIs, and they're the ones that have trouble getting out of the past because the past is often creating a sense of worry and anxiety and stress for what the future holds.
Right.
When it comes to motivation, one of the key elements in motivation is for the finder level person to know how to connect and motivate the minders and grinders, knowing that when you walk in a room, Ted, if you're my CFO and you're my minder, and I walk into a room and I say, Ted, I thought of an incredible innovative business strategy and approach. This is how we're going to double our revenue. And I start rattling off and you can see the excitement and whatever. You're sitting there like, Mark, do you know how much this is going to cost? Do you know how much revenue? Do you know how much money we lost? And so think about that, listeners. So the minders, the category of minders, are not motivated by what the finders are motivated by.
Absolutely.
Right? And then in the same token, when the minders go talk to the grinders, and the minders are saying, look, we've got to be more productive. We got to be more efficient because here are the problems we're having. The grinders are like, okay, that's good, thanks.